Head of the EPA is traveling to eastern Ohio today amid growing fears about contamination in the wake of that fiery train derailment this month.
Yeah, he is trying to assure residents that testing shows the air and water are now safe. His visit comes as some residents are voicing outrage, saying they are frustrated by incomplete and vague information from the train company and government. Since the derailment, residents have complained about headaches and irritated eyes and finding their cars and lawns covered in soot. The hazardous chemicals that spilled from the train killed thousands of fish, and residents have talked about finding dying or sick pets and wildlife. And that incident is affecting how some QC residents view a proposed merger between two multinational rail companies.
News 8's Colin Riviello spoke to one Davenport business owner whose building is located less than 50 feet away from the tracks and is against the deal between Canadian Pacific and Kansas City Southern.
Molly Newell's business sits along East River Drive in Davenport. It has a waterfront view of the Mississippi and a front row seat to a concerto of train horns.
My coworkers and technicians that work in the front office, they have to have an earbud in their ear in order to keep concentrating. So it's a problem.
But now a larger concern is growing over a possible merger between Canadian Pacific and Kansas City Southern, two multinational rail companies. Newell says the distance between her office and the train tracks is less than 50 feet. She says she hears the trains go by at least 5 times a day. But if the merger were to go through, that number would almost certainly rise. But that's not the only issue she has.
They're going to run longer trains. They're going to run more frequent trains. The train track, our infrastructure here is not made to take that kind of a load. It's just going to snowball into a horrific situation, and it's just going to get worse.
She says it brings to mind the train derailment in Ohio earlier this month, causing hazardous materials to spill out.
We have concerns about the environment, the safety and health of those people that are injured. We have concerns about the lingering vapors in the air from the vinyl chloride.
She says the risk to the Mississippi River is too great and thinks Canadian Pacific should spend more money to reevaluate its plans.
Put the track somewhere else. I realize it's expensive, but it's a lot less expensive than ruining our environment.
In Davenport, Colin Riviello, WQAD News 8.
Canadian Pacific responded to our request for comment, saying the railway strives to transport hazardous materials and other goods as safely as possible and that it meets our expectations, regulations, and standards.